Hi guys. So if you are new to SwiftUI or you are just like switching from UI kit to SwiftUI or you want to know what is SwiftUI, this video is for you. So let's try to understand the basic concept of SwiftUI with a very simple example. So we will create a structure called content view. This is going to be our view that will be displayed on the screen. And so we will say this is a view. So we will follow the protocol view that is provided by SwiftUI. So what we are saying is we are making a structure content view that is going to be a view. And when we say that it's going to be a view, we have to supply a body for the view to display. So we will say so we will create a variable called body. As you can see, so it gives you auto completion to create the body of the view. So this body will be the view's body that will be displayed on the screen. And let's say we want to display a simple text on the screen. And so in SwiftUI, text is declared like this. So you say text, open the braces, and then you type your text. Say, so we have created a structure called content view that is of type view, and we have our view's body that gives that has a single text uh, element in it. And this body is nothing but a computed property. So if you don't know about computed properties, you can see my previous videos where I explain about stored properties and computed properties. So this is just nothing but a computed property of type SumView, and this is evaluation block. This can also be written like this. So it's just a computed property which returns the value of text. But because Swift lets you drop return, if you just have a single line, so we can just drop it. So as you can see, it's a very simple structure called content view that follows view, has a computed property called body that returns some view, and we are returning a text view. So that's a very simple Swift UI view. Now to display it in Playground, what we can say is playground page.current set live view, and we can pause our content view. Once we do that, you can see on the right side, our text view is displayed. Give me pizza. So what we are doing is we are creating a Swift UI view that is nothing but a structure that that is a view. And every view in Swift UI has a body that returns some view. And this view that is returned as body is displayed on the screen. Now the next question would be, how would you change that's on the screen? So currently we have give me pizza on the screen, and how would you, let's say you want it to change when user taps on it. So how will you do that? So to do that, we need a variable based on which we will change this string that is used by this text view. So let's say we have a variable called is pizza served, and that is currently false. So inside the text view, what we can do is we can say if pizza is served, uh, then we can say you got pizza, or if pizza is not served, you can say give me pizza. So now we have a variable is pizza served, and depending on the value of that variable, we will say you got pizza or give me pizza. But as you can see, nothing happens when I tap on it. What we need is a tap handler on this text view. So in Swift UI, we get a very nice declarative API that's called on tap gesture. If you don't know what a declarative syntax is, you can see my previous videos where I go in length about introducing declarative syntax. So this on tap gesture is nothing but a function that takes this completion block. And this completion block is called when user taps on this text view. So when you get a tap on this text view, what you can say is you can toggle the value of this bool. So bool has a function called toggle, and what that does is it toggles the value of is pizza served. We get a compilation error saying cannot use mutating member on immutable value. Self is immutable. So if you have seen my previous videos, you know structures are supposed to be rigid objects. They're not supposed to change. So if we are changing is pizza served, we are essentially changing the structure because when we create this content view, the is pizza served is set to false. And if we change this variable here, the content view is going to change and structures are not supposed to change. So that's what compiler is complaining about. You cannot change the structure once created. But if you see here, we want to enable user interaction with the UI. And whenever a user will interact with the UI, we want something to change. And if structures don't allow that change, we cannot change the UI. UI will be just static. So SwiftUI solves that problem with a keyword that you can attach before this variable. That's called state. Because essentially you are introducing a state in your structure, in your view. That's called is pizza served. And depending on that state, you are either using you got pizza or give me pizza. That will be displayed in this text view. As you can see, the compiler is not complaining anymore because we have marked this variable as a state. The structure is happy now because you explicitly mark this variable as a state. It knows that user wants this variable to be a state that can change. And once we do that, let's tap on this text. And you can see it got changed to you got pizza. So whenever we are tapping on it, the state is pizza served is changing from false to true. And once it's true, you get you got your pizza. And once you tap again, it changes back to give me pizza because it's toggling that state between you got pizza and give me pizza. So this was a very simple example of how SwiftUI works. So you have a clear separation of your code that is not going to change and your states that are going to change. So I hope you guys understand the concept behind SwiftUI and how it works. And please don't forget to subscribe. I hope you guys liked it. I'll see you in the next video.